pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga who ain't never had none. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP. Now nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga, by the dollar. I ain't never gonna change, I ain't never gonna change. Use a lamb, nigga, dick ride next, man. Cause you see that it get a low change. I been doing thug thing, keeping it low key, nigga. I stay out the way. Every day hustling, tired of the struggling. 24/7, nigga, gotta get paid. Posted at the trap house first and last out. I ain't going home, I remember them days. All night flight, dog, selling out white hard. Money ain't right, I'ma knock out the G. Early in the morning, in the mall for some G's. Get fresh for the day, Gotta go flip a pack, dog. Put off some racks, dog. Make that shit back. What I spend on them G's, used to whoop up that white sauce. Come bring that shit back, I done fuck up the East. It's so easy to drop hard. I get straight, rock the shit off, flip the 28, skirt, that's a double whoop. 28 to 56, knock at the door, fee inspection for another hood. Cell phone, rain cap, calling for another zip. Weigh it up, bag it up, gotta take another trip. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP. Now nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP. Now nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga. Bitch, look at me now. Nah, nigga really trap out the pounds. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Bitch, look at me now. Nah, nigga really trap out the pounds. Pocket full of faces cause I beat up the block.
Hey, what's going on? This is music. This is my first Saturday off, in a while. So this video is definitely gonna be packed with a lot of information. It's gonna be something that we've covered before. But it has to be covered again as people are starting to become European in their thought. And what I mean by this is people tend to neglect their own ways, learning the ways of the European, not focusing on their own. Hold on, give me one moment. So with that being said, what I do want to cover or go over today is this conversation we've had about the class system. And I had this conversation with a brother. So he's someone that I actually know. And he's in the house. So that's what I mean when I say that. People can tend to want to put their own ideas on other people's shit. And this happens usually because they don't understand the system. Let me send these messages out, or let me send this link out to a few people, and then I'll get back into it. But basically, the conversation started from a post, and that post was explaining something that we've explained before. Your clan affiliation comes from your mother. Now, what happens is, in modern terms, people are used to being their father's child, or used to saying, well, I trace my lineage through my mother and through my father. Or if they do have someone that's indigenous or in their family, it's usually a man that's telling the story. So we're going to go ahead and read the post. We're going to go through some of the comments. I'm not going to do all the comments, but let's go ahead and set the stage. Mike Crane, can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure my mic working. Yeah. All right, we locked in. Yeah, yep. All right. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me present real quick. Put y'all back on the studio. Let me present. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to go over the post. Um, can one of y'all boys, I think Cuz probably cut it. Can you read that post for me, Cuz? This post right here.
I'm working right now, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
on
like
the?
that.
Oh,
I'm in
both of
bed.
you niggas on the clock today. This is crazy. The day I'm on, both of y'all is on the clock. Ain't that's crazy how that works?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dog. Then the fucking karate tournament. Oh,
I do
dog. So
remember
say
this
less.
post though, because I was
I
on the
guess,
post yesterday.
yeah. So I guess this would just be y'all just hit me out and y'all can chime in whenever then. So Quincy made a post yesterday. It says if they claim their father or or a parental chief or parental or paternal chief in their family was their chief ancestor, they are not Cherokee. A Cherokee person's clans comes through their mother. So if their mother is or was not Cherokee, the person is considered to be without a clan. What's being explained is through the Cherokee clan system, which was matrilineal, not patrilineal. So it didn't go through your maternal ancestor, but I mean your paternal ancestor, but your maternal ancestors. Um, this is what was stated. It says telling someone who they are or are not is crazy. The question I posed is, what does clan law say about this post? Now, that question was never answered uh, through these responses. But what was said was that, hey, the Shatta don't have clans. Then it says, well, um, do the Cherokee have the right to say who is Cherokee? And it says they don't have the right to say who is Kiowa, right? It says if I speak to Sleegi and practice Cherokee customs, then how am I not Cherokee? These people come from elsewhere and began making claims. When will it end? The Chickasaw do not have clan systems. Says I can Google or chat GPT. It is not hard to know. I am just going along on what's generally already known. The Chickasaw do not run a clan system. How Shatta or Cherokee would describe it. Plus, Shatta and Chickasaw, etc., despite the names and cultural differences, are the same people. This whole he or she is or isn't. What's the difference from these states and Fed governments saying who is or who isn't? So we're going to go to the top. I'm going to explain this, and then we'll get into having the people that are being spoke about speak for themselves. Okay. Now, what was being said in the post is not crazy at all. It's explaining to you something that was never explained to you before. Stating that the Shatta don't have clans is insane. It's insane because in that post, I tagged their actual big chief, who's Bear Clan. So to say that he has no clan, you're doing exactly what you claim is being done to others. You're telling somebody who they are and who they aren't based off your understanding of their culture. So we're on this ChoctawCulturalCenter.com, and it's going to talk about chiefs, clans, and kin. This is an exhibit. Now it's talking about their kinship between their clans or the indigenous clans and those that they had intermarriage with, which were the Celtics, right? Now it says while southeastern tribes fought for survival, sovereignty, and cultural continuance in their homelands, A surprising story of kinship and identity emerged among the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Seminole, and Muskogee nations through intermarriage with Celtic immigrants. So let's talk about the clans. It says historically, Southeastern tribal clan systems were often matrilineal, meaning they had a social infrastructure of family lineage through the mother's bloodline. Unfortunately, their system was lost after the removal period, is what their website says. But we know they still practice ceremony and they still have their clan system, like the Chautauqua. Let's continue talking about this conversation. Let's continue this conversation. Now, I let him know he's at 100% incorrect. He said, well, I misunderstood your question. You based the post on Cherokee clan law. The post is about the Cherokees, of course. Do the Cherokee have the right to say who's Cherokee? Of course, because there's a certain criteria that's required to even be considered Cherokee. It's not, oh, I'm just Cherokee, so that makes me Cherokee. That's fucking insane. And the reason it's insane to deny these people's story, peace up. The reason it's insane to deny these people's story when you don't know your own is literally that. It's because you don't know your own. Now, just because you speak someone's culture and you're practicing that culture doesn't make you them. This is what's going on with Europeans today. The Chickasaw do not have clan systems. Let's see what the Chickasaw have to say about their society, right? Now it says in earlier times, all Chickasaw belonged to a clan of his or her mother. This is known as the matrilineal system. So while again saying that they don't have a clan system, if someone doesn't have a clan, just as the post said, then they're not really what they're claiming to be. All of these businesses you see set up, so you're trying to argue with the businesses based off your understanding of American law, it's crazy. Learn other people's law before you think that you are the authority. You know nothing about the law in the Southeast. Because had one went to ChatGPT or Google, they would have come across the first answer explaining both people or all three people being spoken about at this time all had matrilineal clan systems. So you are who your mother was. Now, this is not only explained here, but clans to Constitution, which will explain how many of these people went from the clan system into business. The brother is good at American law or understanding American law. But what one is not attempting to understand is their own system. So to clear up what was said in the post, I explained that. So what's being explained in this post is that the bloodline is matrilineal. Simple. You are your mother's child. Literally, if you had a Cherokee dad and a white mom, your ass ain't Cherokee. You can cry all you want. You can scream and yell bloody murder. A Yamasee man with a Wale wife who had 50 children does not have one Yamasee child. It's hard to understand when one is just beginning to live this way. Let me make my point on that. This book is called The Yamasee Indians from Florida to South Carolina. I ask that you all get this book because there are some fallacies going around about the history of the Yamasee. And this book actually corrects them. And if you read this page is page 40. And it's speaking about the
basically the intermarriage between certain groups. But it says that it says here, it's talking about the bloodline. It says, where are we? One more time. Okay, boom. In matrilineal Wale, a man with 4 children might still be the last of the Yamasi. It's here. Why does it say that? Let me view it on Kindle. See if I can view it on Kindle. And let me see if I can view it on Kindle so you all can see this well. This definitely uh, needs to be explained properly. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. They're not giving me the page numbers on Kindle, but long story short, what that passage itself was explaining. It was explaining that, and here we go. I got it on the screen now. It should be pop bomb. There we go. It's in matrilineal Wale. So you have matrilineal Choctaw or Shata, right? You have matrilineal Chickasaw. Now, guys say, well, they're the same people. Yeah, the Shata and Chickasaw are brothers. They both come from matrilineals or societies. One continued his travel, but they still had a matrilineal society. The Cherokee, you say, well, these people came from elsewhere, and they're telling people who they are and who they are not. They don't have that right. The person that made the post is Tuskegee. He's Allegheny. He's Talogiri. So to say, well, he don't have the right to say that when he living it is crazy. To say that I'm wrong is crazy when we're living it. So if a European is reiterating that somebody tribal said, they ain't wrong just because they're European. They got it from the original people. Let me explain to you what actually went wrong. Let me explain to you what actually went wrong. What actually went wrong is being that women were having children with European men, these babies had clans. But when a man had a child with a European woman, that baby had no clan. So when that baby had no clan, European women had to figure out a way to make sure their children were straight. So they went to their brothers and they went to their uncles who had children from indigenous women. And then they formulated a system where the bloodline would just be someone who has lineal ancestry. So now you can claim to be Cherokee through your daddy, but your daddy not Cherokee. He just had sex with a Cherokee woman, but that's not your mother. So being that your daddy in the tribe now, you can say, well, my daddy was in the tribe or is in the tribe, so I can attach. Or now I got the money to pay because my husband in the tribe and I'm not, but we got children. So can my child be a part of the clan? The Cherokee say, yeah, they can be a part of the clan. Dagger, they become a part of the long hair clan. The Twister, those who bring destruction, or those who are over there. Those we don't know where they came from, but they are strangers. This is how this was formulated. So the fact that men went against their own system is why the clan system started to deteriorate. Because you wanted to spread your seed over there, and they spread their seed over here, and you want to learn their law. They mastered your law, and now you're telling people, no, they don't have clans. They don't have clans. Wow, they chiefs today are saying, and y'all know the people that y'all call black, they got as much right to the clan system as we do. Let's talk about it. But the focus is always somebody else shit. It's never your own. The focus is always someone else's shit. It's never your own. Let's talk about your own. Chi, peace, sis. How you doing today? Let's talk about your own. See, when J.P. Johnson said what he said about the clan system, he said some very interesting things. And he mentioned us as being a part or being one of those original people that had it. So I want to let him speak for a while. And then I'll go into our own, right? But what he says a lot of interesting things. He says a lot of interesting things. Let me grab this other device and I'm going to let it play off this device. Let me see. I'm going to let it play off this device and I'm going to mute this over here. Dismiss. All right, perfect. Hold on. Let me share this screen. Oh, not perfect. The phone doing this glitching thing that it been doing for the last 2 weeks. The other phone, give me a second. Okay, so we're gonna go to 6 minutes. We're gonna let him talk about the clan system. All right, that's where I am. All right, one moment. There we go. See, they love doing me wrong. They're doing me wrong. So let me swap devices. Give me one moment. Let me do this. I gotta pull this video up. And then I'm gonna run him back. Hold on. Let me run him back to 6 minutes or 6:01. Let me get off of StreamYard. Can y'all hear me through the computer? I'm back. I'm good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, fact. So I'm gonna play this video from the phone. Hiti Ampuli, what's good? Tall grass, peace, cuz. I'm gonna play this from the phone, and I'm gonna just let the video rock out. So give me 2 seconds. All right, 6:01. All right, perfect. Let me see.
What's going on, nephew?
Peace. What's going on? Hiyoko, Nibi, what's good?
Yoko, I'm doing well. Peace to the family, to my sister, to my nephews and them. You know what I'm doing. I'm doing both at the same time. You heard me? You know, I'm gonna put up some pictures and everything. They got me in ring 5 at the tournament. So yeah, I'm in ring 5 with a good friend of mine. You know, so we about to get this tournament rolling and everything.
What time they start? What time they start throwing them kicks and punches, man?
Oh man, they about to start now. It's gonna be an all-day event, and then we have a 50-year anniversary of both of the systems that I'm in and everything. So it's gonna be an all-day and night event. So yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Okay, for sure. For sure. Say less. So this video that's on the screen, everybody, I'm about to play this for y'all. This is JP Johnson. He's a Wolf Clan chief, Cherokee. So let's get started, right? Let me tap in. Y'all listen very closely. If the video glitches, it's cool. Just know that the voice won't glitch because I got it on the phone. So let me mute up and then I'm gonna get to work. Hold up. Let me unmute. Matter of fact, I'm tripping. Unmute this. Unmute the YouTube, and then we had it. There we go. There we go.
When before European contact, we have the community, whether it was the onslaught of culturalization and all of those things, and genocide and all of the things that happened to our people down through the history, things were really good. And the way that it worked was, a young woman from the Wolf Clan over here, whose family is Wolf Clan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She would specifically steer clear of Wolf Clan folks and marry from all of the other clans. That's where she would seek spouses. That's where spouses would seek her, because they were looking for someone that they were not blood related to, right? So when they did that, it wasn't that the father abandoned his family. He oftentimes had dual roles within two different families at that point. He was in charge of taking care of his spouse and her children, sort of financially speaking, if that makes sense, monetarily speaking. The Cherokee man was expected to hunt. He was expected to hunt, and he was expected to provide for him and his spouse and their children, to contribute to the household. The household that they lived in would have been her mother's. So let's say I marry a Cherokee woman. She's from a specific clan, and I move in with the entirety of my in-laws all in one fell swoop. If that's not the school of hard knocks, I don't know what else is. Imagine being, oh, by the way, the age during this time period is about 17 and 14. So a woman would be about 14 years old and a man would be about 17. And that's the time that they would generally get married. We didn't have big ceremonies for weddings. We didn't have anything majorly special. There was no big celebration. They didn't have, fancy dress or a big ring for their fingers or any of those kinds of things. All of that stuff didn't really exist. What generally might have happened is they might have gone to water together and had that sort of ceremony. But other than that, they just moved in together, just like Cherokees now. When we shack up, right? So I move in with the entirety of my in-laws all in one fell swoop. Imagine any dumb little 17-year-old At 17, you think you know everything. And then you move in with the entirety of your in-laws and you suddenly discover that you no longer know everything. In fact, you don't know enough at this point, but you move in, and my job is to hunt for my and contribute to the household of this family. Let's say I'm another clan, but I move in with this family. My job is to contribute to their household, but it's not my job to raise our kids. Me and my wife, let's say we have 2 kids together. Those kids don't belong to me. They don't belong to me in the sense that they do nowadays. They belong to her, and they belong to her family. Those children have her clan, not mine. So it's my responsibility to contribute to the household, but otherwise I am never there. I killed a deer. How you doing? I'm out. I am never there. My job is to hunt and try to make more kids with my wife, and that's it. Aside from that, I'm spending all of my other free time with my family. Maybe my family's bird I'm over here with these kids, with these children, with these women and these elders and these young folks. And these kids over here are my responsibility. They belong to me. I'm supposed to take care of them. I'm supposed to teach them. I'm supposed to raise them. As their uncle, I am more connected to them than I am to my own children. Because uncle in Cherokee on the mother's side of the family, only on the mother's side, is Talin the Edod, which just means second dad.
Now, important. This is important. Notice he said his children don't belong to him, but they belong to their mother's family. When you operate like this, you already know this. So somebody on the outside saying this is a European way, this shit is it's insane. We're going to continue to let him teach because he's doing so perfect right now. Let's let him teach. Let him work.
For the same goes for women on that side of within one family. The Cherokee word for aunt is Talinaechi. The Cherokee word for uncle on the mother's side of the family, both on the mother's side, is Talinaedo. Second dad and second mom. We have a word for aunt and uncle that's on the father's side of the family, and that's what people are commonly using nowadays. But truth be told, that original word was actually in reference to those that you were not closely related to. Eetlogi means aunt. Eeduji means uncle. So on the father's side of the family, you've got mother, father, children. On the father's side of the family, they're just your aunt and uncle. But on your mother's side of the family, that's your second mom and your second dad. That means that this whole family is full of fathers, of mothers, etc., etc. You know, the importance that lies there is overwhelmingly profound. And the reason being is because you've heard that saying, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. This is legit exactly what they're talking about. This is what that saying is referencing. It's referencing the idea that an entire family was responsible for those children. If I'm Bird Clan and my relatives are all right here, then I'm responsible for raising them and teaching them, and they belong to me. I'm to treat them as if they belong to me. I don't know anything about that clan or whatever. I know about what exists within my family. And that's what I teach those kids. That's what I give those kids. If that's my clan, then it's my responsibility to pass those things down. So if you've got a mother and a father that are both raising children, they're raising children, but they're raising kids that only belong to them. So my kids, specifically my kids, their family is actually all Bird Clan. My actual children are all Bird Clan. That's not my clan. Technically, those kids don't belong to me. They belong to them. And it's them that are responsible for raising them.
Pause. So again, to say that, oh, they can't say who is who when you don't operate in this system is again insane. You have to be fair. A lot of people are indoctrinated with what they already know. So when I have these conversations with people who don't know what they're talking about,
I say the same thing. If you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know. Let it be known now so I can educate you here and now. But they continue to ramble and tell me everything, but nothing. Notice how the Cherokee, the Choctaw have spoken for them, or the Choctaw have spoken for themselves. The Chickasaw have spoken for themselves. Yamasee, Wale, spoken for themselves. But what about the third man of his town, particularly his mother's brother? It was through the mother that he gained clan identity, which afforded him citizenship. It was through the mother that he gained clan identity and was afforded citizenship. So you are not considered a Cherokee citizen. You are not considered Choctaw, Chickasaw, Yama, or Yamasee, Wale, none of that shit if you don't trace your bloodline through your mother. If that's not what your mother is, then that's not what you are. Y'all want to be everything other than what your mama really is. This is you niggas' problem now. We got the law, our own. We give it to you. We even sell it to you. We give it to you, try to teach it to you, and then you bring other people into the conversation, like the Choctaw and the Chickasaw. Well, I'll say it right here. Who in the hell did they get the matrilineal clan system from? Because they weren't originally a matrilineal people. So people better learn how this works. They better learn how this works before they go to miseducating people. Miseducating people, knowingly miseducating people is insane. Now, I would play this video. There's a video I did. It's about 2-3 years ago. And at that time, I had a conversation with a group of Nubians. And when we had this conversation, I brought up the clan system. I'm like, shit, so what's the clan system? Niggas say, well, we ain't got no clans. One person said, we do have clans, but Sabian is the clan. But if you look up some of Dr. York's work, he tell you that he's Clay Clan or Earth Clan. Because you can either be Clay or Earth. So he say he's Clay Clan, and all Nubians are Clay Clan. But then they say, no, we're Bird Clan. But wait, we have this clan and this fucking confusion because they don't live it for real. When I was in the nation, I was asking these questions when I was 20 and 21, 19, 20 and 21. Now I got 10 years on that and still trying to teach y'all and tell y'all the same shit. If you're not going to learn anyone else's shit, learn your own first. Learn your own first. Now I can get to your own. Now I can get to your own. Let's talk about our own. How can I say these things? Where can I go to reference these things since Auntie ain't online? It's on the website. Again, most people will be concerned with the membership aspect of the website. Me personally, I think they should be more concerned with governance and resources. Let me go ahead and swap. Let me swap headphones real quick or swap devices. Let me mute here and I'm about to come back on the mini device.
Let's see. All right. Y'all got me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Let me hold up.
All right, perfect. So, what's on the screen?
The clan system.
All right, perfect. What the players, cuz?
Yeah, now rate y'all cooling out, man.
The show. So, I'm gonna go over this, and I'm gonna continue to let JP Johnson explain some things. So let's talk about the clan system. We have the whole family, which branches, right? You have the sub families, the wing family, the bird family, and those families, and you have the paw families. As far as NEC families, we don't have NEC families that are in the council, but they do exist. Now, council governance, matrilineal leadership. The council is led by tribal mothers, known as the beloved women who uphold the authority to approve and remove laws. Clan chiefs. Chiefs serve as representatives of their family, but do not have unilateral power. This is no different than what was explained to you from other Southeastern groups. But being that one doesn't know and was afraid to say, shit, I don't know what's going on, explain to me why they have that power. It's okay to be my student sometimes. A lot of people think they're my equal, but it's okay to be my student. It's okay to just settle down and be like, shit, I don't know. I have multiple teachers on this panel now. Red Crane and Pa being one, being two, Munt being three, Reem being four. It's four people that I learn from every day on this panel. I'm their student. But a nigga would say, yeah, what they teaching you wrong. Because if you go to these people and go to these people and go to these people, they'll say you wrong. And I went to them and they all said and showed that I was right. So other families, wolf, snake, bear, raccoon, sea clans, and more exist beyond the council structure, but remain welcome should they choose to return. Each family holds its place within the greater whole, maintaining autonomy while standing as one. This is the same thing that J.P. Johnson explained. This is the system. But no one truly wants to be a part of the system. And if they do want to be a part of the system, what they're neglecting is the fact that this deals with the family. So enrollment is lineal. Membership is based on bloodline, not adoption. Clan affiliation is passed through the mother's line. If the mother is absent, the child will be adopted or taken into the father's mother's clan. This is clan and tribal law. But someone who doesn't know will tell you that, hey, you can't tell me I'm not Wale because my granddaddy Wale. Okay, that's your mama. That's your that's your granddaddy. That's your like that don't make no. That ain't gonna go together. And mama. Yeah, but my mama daddy is Wale. His mama Wale. Yeah. Was your mama taking it to their clan? Nah. So then that's not you, brother. You have to learn how these things work. And when things don't work in your favor, it's best that you properly educate yourself instead of blaming the white man. Because when you say they came from elsewhere and they came over here making the rules, that's not necessarily true. Because the legacy of the lead people, right? And ironically, that these names of these different tribes have similar names, where the word be lead, above, or high is speaking on something that in rank and in status and physicality And mentality, they're higher, they're better, they lead. This is them. Now it says, our families have always been the foundation of our governance. We do not follow the systems opposed by others. We follow the ways passed down to us. Our society is guided by mothers who decide who will speak for the family. Leadership is not claimed. It is given by those who know the weight of the responsibility. So I don't want to hear shit about a nigga talking about their granddaddy was this, their granddaddy was that, or their uncle made them this, and their uncle made them that. If that uncle is not your mama brother, or if that granddaddy is not your mother's uncle. Do you hear where I'm going with this? We're talking about family structure. Facts, this is how they got their structure from us. But they say, well, they came from somewhere else and they trying to dictate who is who. No, it's not them. This was the way our mothers set up for this one reason. Women know who they babies are. Niggas don't really know if that's their babies or not. Give a fuck how much the baby look like you or not. As the old saying, and you could drop the saying, but it's not the daddy child. That baby belong to mama.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Facts, cuz. So when that baby's born, it's born into her family. Her family has the responsibility of training, rearing, and raising that child. But if your mama, baby daddy is that nigga, you got status in your mama family. But if your daddy's a bum, everybody like, that's all right, babe, but you know, that's such, son. If your daddy a warrior, your mama and family expect you to be a warrior. Your daddy a get money nigga. Your family expect you to be a get money nigga. Your family a protect or provide. That's how I gotta talk to y'all. Your family, your daddy protected and provided for some shit. They expect the same thing from you. This is what your mother family expect from you. So your bloodline come through your mother. That's your clan. Your status come through your daddy. That's the social system. But if you don't understand this law, while attempting, thank you, Unc, in the chat, I just peeped that. If you don't understand this law, while attempting to master the United States law or Christian law, excuse me, you'll never understand what's going on over here. You'll say, well, I could use UCC to do this and do that and do this and do that. Uniform Commercial Code. Okay, dealing with commerce. Yeah. Everything deals with commerce. So you finna use their law. You're gonna use their law to claim who you are, to say who you are. You're gonna use their law to argue with the ancients about, as Unc said, the laws that were bestowed upon them. This shit just ain't come out of nobody's mouth. This was given. And the fact that it's not respected by those who claim to be indigenous but claim to be disenfranchised is crazy to me. That's what's crazy to me. You say you were disenfranchised. My family was done wrong. While your family was being done wrong, and now you can have the mantle, you can move this forward, you get stuck in their government. You get stuck in their law. Your jurisdiction, because UCC is under the jurisdiction of the United States. Tell me I'm wrong. These are codes, and these are codes. Someone else's codes. But what about your own? What about each town within our jurisdiction has the right to self-rule? establishing bylaws that align with our Constitution while reflecting the needs of their family. We are not federally or state recognized, nor do we seek to be. We do not exist as wards of the government, nor do we rely on any external validation to define our sovereignty. Instead, we uphold our own laws, traditions, and leadership, guided by the principles that have guided our people for generations. Why would I have to go to the United States to get a guide when we have our own? We have our own. That's the beautiful thing. And then when you claim to have your own, claim to be sovereign, but then say, I'm going to use the straw man to do business. So I'm going to do business with them, write it off on here, right? Send the debt over there and the whoop over here, and then I'm good. Them people going to come pick your stupid ass up. And then when they come pick your ass up, who are you going to call to come get you out of trouble? Somebody that had their own. This is usually the issue. People talk too fucking much. Instead of sitting back and saying, I can learn from him, I can learn from her, I can learn from them, they put their foot in their mouth, and then they don't want to learn from you. They go to telling you about your system, and they don't even live the shit. The Chickasaw got the system from over here. The Choctaw got the system from over here. The Yama got the system from over here. Even the Cherokee got the system from over here. This is how we're able to tell you and teach you what it is, because it was given to them after the Yama gave them the proper ceremony to calm them the fuck down for losing what they had lost in their original homelands. You niggas don't know our stories. You don't know the stories. Leave people shit alone. If you don't know it, it's okay to ask. It's okay. But y'all have to stop seeing yourselves as being equal to people when you're not. I'm not equal to par when it comes to Christian law. I'm not equal to par when it comes to the science of karate. So if he's speaking about Christian law, I shut the fuck up. If he's going to teach me karate, I'm going to shut up and learn. I don't know much. Man, Red Crane is light years ahead of me when it comes to medicine. Red Crane is ahead of me when it comes to beading. So if he's talking to me about medicine or talking to me about beading, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Same thing with Munt in law. Dear family, lead the way. So when bro talk about all this physical shit, like, yeah, bro, you got to come up out of hell. You know, I know you a Panther, you the guardian of the galaxy, but you got to get the reality, cause you got to look at this P-Dub this way and this way and this way and put it together this way. Huh? Nah, cuz, but no, listen to me. Damn, I'm going to shut the fuck up from now on, bro. Lead the way. It's okay to be the student sometimes, but niggas look at me like the competition. I said this last year. Remember I said people want to compete with me and I'm the worst I've ever been. I will always look at where I'm at in life as being the worst place I'm at, because ain't nothing but better going forward. So what y'all looking at, what y'all talking to a nigga on the internet. Y'all don't know me for real. So you will get an attitude, you may feel some type of way, and you may, oh, well, I'm going to say this because he can't know that. Y'all don't know me. And stop acting like you do. And stop trying to have a fucking conversation like you do. And if you don't have the information for the conversation, please be quiet. If your blood isn't ancient enough to comprehend what's being said, be quiet. There are people that we've explained this to that instead of trying to argue with me, no, they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have this, they don't have that. They ask questions. Those same people, I'll do it again today. I can bring them on this platform, mute my mic, and let them teach the shit out of people who think that we are equals. People that are on their way to mastering this shit. People that are correcting themselves. They're doing their own works now. And then sending it in to me like, hey, can you check this for me? And if whatever I need to correct, let me know. I put it back together. You know, I just want to make sure that my work is right before I go to sending it off. Oh, say less. I got you. That's somebody that's saying, hey, bro, when it comes to this, you know a little bit, you know more than me. Whether it's a little bit or a lot of it, you know more than me. So I'm coming to you as a student. Teach me. Now, there may be something that they know that there is something, maybe. There's a lot of shit they know that I don't know. There's a lot of things that they can assist me with that I may not even know I need assistance with at the moment. Type of clown would I be to not submit myself to being their student? People have to tighten the fuck up, man. Y'all have to tighten up. I don't know about you or your I shut up. But to say the Chickasaw don't have clans, the Choctaw don't have clans, when there's somebody right here that Choctaw that will tell you that they have clans. Come on, brother. Oh no, they don't operate that way because you're looking at the business. But what goes on when business hours are when they're not on business hours? Do I have to prove the point? The phone number at the top of the website is only available 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Business. Why don't you all just take the time to study this for real? This video is for educational purposes. So the person that I had the conversation with will not be a target. We're not going to do that. The mindset of the people that think like that is what we're targeting. If you're not going to take time to learn your own or learn other people's structure, sit your ass down or just leave. It's fairly simple. You can leave. But you can't tell me that the clan system is wrong because you may not fit in it. That's the craziest thing that European women ever did. And that's exactly why the Dawes Committee was created. Because they needed a way for their babies to be considered Cherokee, being that they were not. I'll end it on that note. Does anybody in the panel have anything to say? Want to touch on anything? Do you want to say anything? If not, I'll go ahead and close it down. And we can, matter of fact, let me charge this laptop. I just thought about something. Let me charge this laptop. They might keep it running. Because what's the name, dog? But I really don't have much. If anybody have any comments in the chat, the class